Hi everyone, it's Elizabeth. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you and your family and loved ones are home and safe in the midst of this coronavirus. It's just been a surreal experience all around, and I'm so grateful that we're home and safe, and I hope that you all are too. One of the things that I'm going to start doing is a new series on my YouTube channel called Friday Flips. Now, one of the things that I do, and I've talked about this before, I tend to fill many journals over the course of a year. And, some are written, some are visual, but I tend not to actually do a flip of any of them just because it takes time and, it doesn't occur to me. So to try and make that more of a regular prompt for myself is to actually create the series that on Fridays I will do a flip. And in 2019, I worked on the standard Midori size, or standard traveler's notebook size, and I filled 5 of those. Now, there's other journals I worked on in 2019, but these are primarily the ones that I'm talking about flipping in this particular series for 2019. In 2020, I'm actually using a different size, not the regular standard size, but we'll talk more about that later. So I'll talk about the flip. Today's flip, this is number 1 that has got a trip as well as my December daily. This is for a trip as well. There is already on my YouTube channel a flip of this number 3. I just really love these colored cardstock inserts that I made. So you can take a look and see this flip already online. This is part of my one book July, and it's the weeks, and I'll do a flip of that as well. But today, what we're going to do is do a flip of this insert, which is the 2019 number 4. I'm not sure if that will show up. It's kind of a dark, rainy day here, so I have lights on. Hopefully it's not too, glary. This is my 2019 number 4, which I went May through November, and then I did a December daily in one of the other inserts. So as usual, as I do a flip, I'll just kind of talk about some of the things that, occur to me as I'm flipping. As usual, in these particular journals, I was using just pen and ink, keeping it very simple, finding that I wasn't into color for whatever reason. I tend to doodle, I tend to sketch people that I see somewhere on a TV show, in a movie. I take notes. Again, and I think I mentioned this in the previous flip, I just really like sitting down, opening my journal to the next page, and just doing something. Now, there are times I also will add in images that I find that I like, that I just want to hold on to because, why keep this somewhere in a stash in a drawer? This way I can actually go look at it. Playing with collage and sketching. So it's the same kind of stuff I do all the time. And one of the things that's really fun is, even though time has passed, I can look at these pictures or these images, and it is, and I know those of you who keep journals will agree with me and know what I'm talking about. I can actually remember the moment that I did this page or worked on this journal. And that in itself is kind of cool, right? Because so much of life, especially what's happening right now with the COVID-19, for example, I feel like March was a little bit of a blur for me. And taking the time to pause and actually do some sketching or jot down something about your day helps solidify that particular day, that particular moment in your memory banks. And it doesn't take a lot to re-trigger. So this is an example of something. I have this in my stash. Many, many, many years ago, I found someone who was doing this fun activity where they took Crayola markers, melted them over a candle, and just flung them around a la Jackson Pollock. And I did them on several pieces of cardstock. I have them in different colors, and I just took a photo. And I already have the photos in my stash. And I said, okay, again, what am I keeping them in my stash for? So there it goes into the journal. So yeah, it's not anything necessarily museum worthy. And again, that's not what we keep our journals for. It's a way to take a line for a walk, to pay attention to what we are paying attention to. And I think that's something that helps in terms of just, brain memory keeping, because like I said, we throw things in our brains and they get stashed away, and a lot of our life can go by unnoticed or without a memory per se that basically sticks out in our minds. There's so many moments in a day, So this is just capturing a moment in a day. Did I journal every single day? No, I didn't. I took that pressure off myself. I journaled when I felt like it. I kept track of, what I felt like, played with supplies that I wanted to play with. Sometimes it's an image that comes from some magazine, some text. This is some wallpaper, Christmas paper that I just kind of loved. And again, I'm like, why not save a sample of that in my journal? And that's it. So that's number 4. I will be working on doing a flip of 1 and 2 some point in the next couple of Fridays, as well as doing a flip of this. So stay tuned to see the flips of the other ones. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know down below. And if you are playing along with keeping journals, especially in this time where everybody's anxious and a little bit crazy, do let me know. Send me links. Let me know where to go find your stuff. I'd be happy to do so. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you soon. Stay safe. Bye.